Yo! Ding ding ding! Opponent is reading the card like, did I really just get Rurik Thar on turn 2? Is that really what just happened? Yes. Yes, it is. This is just pure love and enjoyment of the Amulettitan archetype. This just is it. This is everything. Hello and welcome, YouTube people. Today we are playing a doozy, and that is Singleton Amulet. As you may know if you saw my notification in the community tab, I have put together a list of singletons designed by yours truly, but also in a large part designed by the community. Every card you see here has been, for the most part, suggested by the community with a couple of additional touches that I added personally. And that includes cards like Four Summoners Pact, which I felt were necessary, Crumbling Vestige, Otawara. These are things that weren't suggested. Castle Garenbrig, they weren't suggested, but they were included by me because I felt like they fit the spirit of the deck. But every of the, I suppose you could say, unusual cards that you see here, such as Rurik Thar, Hornet Queen, Green Sun's Twilight, Journey of Discovery, you know, all the one drops that kind of stand out. Oh wait, there's not a map. Well, I guess we're playing 62 cards. I refuse to play without Expedition map in my Urza Saga deck. I don't care if it's 62 cards. I don't care. Okay, so like I was saying, every card in this list, for the most part, is suggested by a community member, and with that being said, there is something that I want to get out of the way, which is, of course, not every single card that was suggested could make the list, but I wanted to make sure that every single person who contributed either got to see their card in action, or at least got to see the explanation as to why their card is not included. So if you suggested something and it wasn't included, then here on this screen, which I'm not going to read off, you can see your name. Most of these are from Twitter, as well as the card that was suggested and the reason why I'm not playing it. And so if you want to see that, then go ahead and pause here. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and close it out and get started. So it's not saved. Oh, and there was a little snippet at the bottom. It was a mention of the song Killing in the Name of by Rage Against the Machine. And the reason that's there is because I actually did a Twitter poll asking whether people wanted me to play stock Amulet Bingo or to play this deck. And of course, stock Amulet Bingo won, but you know, I'm not going to say a whole lot about the lyrics of that song because I try to keep my channel pretty family friendly, but let's just say the latter 1/4 of that song is my response to the people who are like, wait, I thought that you were playing stock Amulet Bingo. So that's all I'm going to say. Again, if you want to look that up, that song is Killing in the Name of by Rage Against the Machine. Just that last couple stanzas. So anyways, exactly, post-block magic. Let's freaking get it. So yeah, I guess without further ado, I'm also not going to go into the trouble of explaining why every single one of is here, since there are so many different reasons and people behind the inclusions, people who made the suggestions. So if you really are that interested in every card and what it can do, then just please click the link in the description below, or if you're here in the chat right now, you can use the exclamation point deck command to go see the deck list and read all of the cards. But yeah, I'm not going to go into detail about that either. So I've probably already talked way too much, so hopefully you're still with me, and without further ado, let's jump straight into the matches. Also, while we're getting the first match set up here, I do want to note, there is a single copy of Primeval Titan, which usually this Amulettitan deck is built around, in case you're not familiar, and obviously in many situations, using Summoner's Pact to tutor up our Primeval Titan would usually be the correct choice, just because, I mean, Primeval Titan is just that powerful. However, I'm going to add the stipulation that if I can, in some way, avoid using Primeval Titan, like, the only time I will pack for Primeval Titan specifically is if it's the only thing that I can do in order to win the game. Otherwise, I will focus on trying to get some of the one-ofs out of the deck when at all possible. So, and this hand is not particularly exciting. We don't have an Amulet or Saga to set it up the combo. I mean, we have some threats and stuff, but we're not getting there particularly fast. I think we can mulligan. And a double Amulet hand with the classic Rurik Thar, the Unbowed, as our threat. I mean, we're going to keep this one all day long. Can this thing be countered? I don't know. It can be countered, so maybe we should be keeping the Cavern here. I'm going to bottom the Otawara. How about a turn 3 Rurik Thar? Uncounterable. Oh boy. And it's against the Spirebluff Canal deck. They're going to be playing counterspells for sure. They're not going to like this Rurik Thar hitting the table. Although it does die to a single Unholy Heat if they have that active, so a little worried about that, but it's fine. Well, now that we have Grazer, we can play a turn 2 Rurik Thar if they're not holding up counter magic. I don't know that's going to be worth it. Next turn we can go, I mean, it depends on if they tap out or not. We can still play this on, I guess, Ogre, because it's the most hilarious name and is the card type of Rurik Thar, but We can still next turn go for the Rurik Thar if we just go Amulet, Bounce Land, Grazer, Bounce Land into the Rurik if they're not holding up the counterspell. But if they are holding up counterspell, then we'll just play Rurik on turn 3 as planned. That is assuming our Amulet resolves in the first place. Oh, they're playing Dragon's Rage Channeler, huh? They might be getting turn 2 Rurik Thard. I don't know about all this, opponent. Vigilance Reach, whenever they cast a non-creature spell, take 6 damage. I hope you didn't plan on casting non-creature spells, opponent. Oh, man. Also, if it wasn't clear by me choosing to play a list with only a single Primeval Titan and tons of really unusual and probably, frankly, bad cards, I'm not necessarily intending to win with this deck list. I'm mostly intending to have fun. So even if we go 0-5 in this league, I do not care. So our opponent's tapping out for all the dudes. Just don't Unholy Heat me, please. That's all we would like to avoid here is the Unholy Heat. Honestly, if we drew Hornet Queen, I would love that. No such business. So we'll play Amulet, Grazer. If our opponent has freaking mainboard Subtlety here, I will die. I will physically pass away on screen. You will see it happen in real time. We can pick up the Cavern here and make some mana progress. Our opponent surely doesn't have it. They surely do not have it. I wonder how difficult it will be for them to beat one Rurik Thar the Unbowed. In order to get to Unholy Heat, they have to cast at least one spell. And then the Unholy Heat itself will deal them another 6 damage. So that already puts them at a very small life total. Here's the Rurik Thar that was promised. Yo! Ding, ding, ding! Opponent is reading the card like, did I really just get Rurik Thar on turn 2? Is that really what just happened? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, man. Whew. Whew. Is it hot in here or is it just me? And you guys wanted stock Amulet over this stuff. Unbelievable. See, I actually know what's best for you. Hold on. I gotta screenshot this for Twitter. We're already only the first match into the league, and I'm already dying over here in a good way, not a bad way. Oh man, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You have to screenshot things like this. All right, opponents, how can you deal with a Rurik Thar? Oh, they have the Unholy Heat. They're just trying to spike Delirium off of the double channeler trigger, huh? All right, no Delirium. They can't hit land instant or land sorcery or instant sorcery. Oh, there's an instant. No, don't do it. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. No! Why? Gross. The lucky double spike on Dragon's Rage Channeler. You've got to be kidding me. That is insane. Oh my gosh. You have actually got to be freaking kidding. All right, Hornet Queen is our new savior. Packed into uncounterable Hornet Queen. Urza Saga. We'll play that. I mean, maybe we should be playing Cavern. I mean, we wouldn't know what to name with Cavern because there's like a billion different things that we could top deck. I'm still posting it to Twitter. I don't care. It's too good. It's just too good. Man, I can't believe they hit the perfect 2 cards off of these triggers. That is insane, dude. I mean, I guess it could have been any land and any instant, but it had to be those specifically, you know? I guess if they hit something, then they could have cracked Fiery... No, they didn't even have the mana. And they had to hit exactly the 2 missing card types from the top 2 cards. That is amazing. Another Unholy Heat. Okay, this one I don't care as much about. I mean, we're getting Ragavan, but... Alright, let's just draw Hornet Queen off the top, or Summoner's Pact. I will gladly pick up Urza Saga just to put a Hornet Queen into play against double Dragon's Rage Channeler Ragavan. We're at 5. Hornet Queen or bust. Or Titan. Titan would win. Oh wait, no, they have Counterspell up. They might not have the counterspell. Lijara Mirror Lake. Well, that one's not gonna save us. Man, that was actually insane. that could have been a lot closer if they had missed on the stupid Delirium. Oh gosh, dude, this is also insane. The number of freaking cards that we have to deal with here. We're just bringing in all the random one-ofs on our sideboard that matter. I'm also bringing in the Jotty Offshoot because it blocks Ragavan. So, all right, we'll keep this. We need to draw a green source or 2, but we'll get there hopefully. You cannot scan IRL cards to get into MTGO. That's something they should implement. Or like, you know, some kind of code in booster packs or whatever to let it be possible, but what's more important, this Amulet or this Relic? I mean, if we play Amulet and it resolves through a Spell Pierce that they don't actually have, then we can play Relic afterwards, but if it gets Spell Pierced, that's kind of bad for us, but I think we play into Spell Pierce and just deal with it if they have it, because we're going to need to draw some stuff anyways. They don't have it, that's great. Alright, we're going to Vesuva their Spirebluff Canal. We need to cast Rurik Thar off of this red mana, you know? Yeah, it's pretty easy to spend money on MTGO. However, MTGO is way, way, way cheaper than buying in paper. It's like infinitely cheaper. You can get so many cards for like less than a cent. It's insane. Even like rares and mythics, if they just don't see a lot of play, it's extremely unlikely that you'll need to worry about the price of them. So I think that getting into MTGO, especially if you're going to be working on a budget, is a great option. Sky Shroud Ranger that we can't cast. That's cool. Well, I guess we're just gonna play this Amulet of Vigor and not care what happens to it. We'll play Boros Garrison, pick up our Vesuva, since we can use Vesuva to make a bunch of mana, but the truth is we are missing green mana pretty distinctly. If we draw a green source, we can play it and then have Titan like 2 turns after. Oh, already own a Legacy deck and 2 Commander decks. Well, I mean, admittedly, that doesn't seem too far out of the norm. I think you'll enjoy MTGO. I personally really like MTGO. People complain about the user interface of MTGO all the time, but I don't see anything wrong with it. I never did, and I really like the way it's so structured. Misclicks and stuff happen, and that's annoying, but that's just part of playing an online platform, and I don't think it's an innate, necessarily, issue with playing MTGO, and you can just play whenever you want, especially modern. Oof, Blood Moon. Sure, that's totally fine, I guess. We don't really have a lot of ways to deal with that. Guess we're supposed to be cracking the relic now, then? It's not like there's anything we can draw here, but we just are going to need to be... Oh, there's a Besage. So now we can draw a basic forest. Thank you for the follow, whoever just followed. I missed it because I was... Hey, we would have hit the bounce land, too. Oh, gross. All right, well, let's, I guess, just play the bounce land, since we'll have all the mana we need in play if we ever get rid of this Blood Moon. Just need to draw a basic forest for this Besage, and then we'll be in business. I was about to say, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll just, skip to the part where we lost because we didn't draw anything, but, well, we lost to the second Blood Moon, and that's good enough for me, so moving on. One thing I've been thinking about is other games on my channel, mostly for my own enjoyment. I like sharing things that I enjoy, and right now I'm playing One Shot. I'm almost done with it, I have the feeling, and I'm looking for another game to play after that. I've already played through almost all of the Stanley Parable, but I think that there's still value in playing it to share my favorite endings and stuff, and kind of explain my opinion on some of the endings. So that's something that I might end up doing in the future. If that's something you're interested in, then let me know, either here in the chat or in the comments below on the video when this gets posted to YouTube inevitably. So, but I might end up doing something with the Stanley Parable. This is an interesting hand against a Gigantha deck. I mean, my first thought when I see Gigantha is a Timeless Amulet deck from Aspiring Spike, but there's probably many other decks that play Gigantha, like Prowess or something. I mean, we get the turn 1 Saga. We can go turn 1 Besage, turn 2 Bounce Land, turn 3 Saga Tireless Tracker if we want to play like a super slow game. Expedition Map is not doing too much here, but we can get a 1 Mycosynth Gardens to get up to double Amulet. I mean, we're probably supposed to keep this. The sequencing is the interesting part here. And I will say this is kind of the problem with playing these unusual 1-ofs in your deck. Like, obviously just playing 1 Tireless Tracker and an otherwise normal deck list is fine, but the truth is a lot of these tend to be very situational, and having them in your opening hand, depending on what you're playing against, might be really bad or really good. So that's why the stock lists exist. But we're just here having fun. We're chilling. Inquisition. Well, I guess they take Tracker here. I'm over here talking about situational 1-ofs when the best choice probably just is the situational 1-of. Although I guess technically Expedition Map... No, they took the map, huh? Wow. They don't even care. They give 0 shits. Well, are we slamming the Saga? I just don't think so. At the very least, we can just play Saga next turn if they discard our Tracker and be able to maybe get token value off of it, depending on our draws. Or even just go Bounce Land into Saga and get token value that way. Our opponent's on a black-green, mid-rangey, disruptive style deck. Something that we'll probably fare pretty well against. I'm going to take it slow. I'm just going to play out the Growth Chamber here and pick up the Besage. And we can play Saga into something next turn, and then start making Saga tokens. Maybe Saga into Azusa, so then we can play Tracker and start getting a million Tracker clues. These 2 cards in combination work very well. Oh, also the tokens from Tireless Tracker are all artifacts, so they'll grow the Saga constructs as well. Interesting. We're cooking. We are cooking. We can even do the Azusa trick to get max value. Just play our untap land first, so no triggers go on the stack, and immediately get to play our 3rd land drop afterwards. Oh, they Thoughtseize. I did kind of call it that they might discard our 2nd card, and then we'd be happy if we held on to Saga, so glad that we're making that play. Curious what they take here. Azusa. That probably is the right take, to be honest. Goyf coming in for 3. Good old Hydroid Crisis. Can always count on Crisis to come in clutch. Right, here's 1 Tireless Tracker. Playing it now because if they kill it, we can just start doing Saga things next turn, and if they don't, then we'll start getting value next turn. Holding onto it, it's not really getting much better than just slamming it, so definitely not blocking. I have to imagine they have a removal spell for this Tracker. No? Oh, and we drew Grazer, so we get 2 clues? This is value land right here. Remember what I was saying about these situational 1-ofs? Guess what? This is the situation for this 1-of. Absolutely. Oh, man. This is so fun. I'm actually really enjoying this. Let's put in our red source for potentially top decking Rurikthar the Unbowed. Rurikthar ain't bowed at nothing. And now we have a 3/3 construct out of nowhere. Thank you, Tireless Tracker. Oh, heck yeah, I'm swinging in. You better bet I'm getting in for 3. Orcish Bowmasters. Oh, I wasn't playing around that one. I guess we can crack Clue to save our tracker and then miss out on the construct. Honestly, it's probably worth it. I'm going to wait for them to block, though. Because if they... Oh, they can double block to ensure that the tracker dies? Oh, they don't. Yeah, no, we're going to save tracker. Sorry, construct, but tracker is a little more important. Keeping the cards coming is very good in this matchup. Thank you for the follow, Koi MTG. Appreciate it. Neat little fact. I changed the sound of that follow notification to the little trumpet because I thought I liked it better, but I initially set the volume too low, so the first time I ran with it, I'd missed like a ton of like notifications, and I was like, dang, how did I miss all these notifications? And I realized it was just because the volume was too low. Man, our opponent's going in, man. They really, really want to get us dead as fast as possible. I have one Hydroid Crisis that might say something about that, although they get to trigger Orcish Bowmasters a bunch of times, which is kind of annoying. Bowmaster's pretty good against anything that says draw a card. I mean, we get to gain the life, but they just get to make a big creature, which I don't love. It's not as big as our Crisis, though. We'll see what we draw. Ragavan triggers, exiling Cavernous Souls. We didn't want to draw that, so that's good. So I might as well pop these open. Right, what's the draw? Sakura Tribe Scout. Interesting. So we can take it slow here. Just make a construct, play Tribe Scout, set up for a bigger Crisis next turn, or maybe even chump block / trade with the Tribe Scout. I don't really hate that. Alternatively, we have 7 mana. We could play a 5/5 Crisis that stonewalls Goyf unless they get land in the graveyard. Like if they draw fetch land, then that is... Oh wait, no, we're about to put Saga in the graveyard. So it will not even match up to the Goyf. Rough. I think we're supposed to go Saga Construct plus Scout this turn, and then Crisis maybe next turn. Although, honestly, I don't know that we can beat their board with just Crisis alone. We need to draw, again, something like Hornet Queen. Hornet Queen looking really good, actually, weirdly enough. I think we're going for the token plus Scout here. Although I guess they can just ping away the Bowmaster, ping away the Scout with another Bowmasters if they have it, but, you know, whatever. We're just out here living. Yep. Thank you. I appreciate that the YouTube people are trickling in, so we'll play out the Boseiju, play 1 Tribe Scout, and leave up a Clue token activation at instant speed, I suppose, if we would like. I don't do Twitch stuff super often. I mostly started Twitch because whenever I'm recording these videos, I figured I might as well, especially if I'm doing all the like matches at once, I might as well be doing it live so I can interact with the people, but I'm not one of these people who does like everyday Twitch streams, you know, it's like my main job, you know, multiple hours a day. I just can't really afford to do that. I got bigger goals, bigger plans than that. Renin 6 to ping. Well, we're not technically dead. It's not great, though. This is the one and only reason why Tribe Scout is gone, by the way, is pretty much Renin 6 and only Renin 6. But also just because you have to untap Tribe Scout to get the ability, so maybe that doesn't matter as much as it just dying to Bowmasters and Rin Ping. Oh, we're dead here. We're actually just dead, because we block this Ragavan and take exactly 7. Cool. Moving on. The inside wording. Trample Hexproof doesn't seem too bad here. Arasta triggering on instant or sorceries. I mean, they have those. They have instants and sorceries, right? I guess we could bring this in. Be on the play. Good luck at the RCQ, by the way, Koi MTG. We need to draw some threats, but we'll keep. Surely our opponent will not answer our Amulet of Vigor. Surely they wouldn't. Let's just go Boseiju into Amulet, I guess. I don't love playing out the Boseiju in case they have something really crazy like Blood Moon or something, but the reality is they probably don't have that, so just not gonna play around it. Although they could, technically. Honestly, maybe we don't need map in this matchup. Debatable. Doesn't look great in hands like these, but then again, if we were to have this exact same hand with no bounce lands, then the map would be actively good, so kind of curious. See what the turn 1 play is. Ragavan, discard, what's it gonna be? Discard. That's much better for us than Ragavan. We don't care about this map. And now all their discard is dead from this point, so if they top deck it, it's just not good. Let's get this Valcut in play so that we have untapped lands in hand if they ever do get rid of our Amulet. Swing it back to them. Take it nice and slow. See if they have another turn 2 Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoofy. Any 3-mana ramp spell would be great. Explore or Beanstalk Worm would both be great. On Dash Ragavan. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about them dashing Ragavan instead of just having... I guess they thought Seize because we could have Dryad, maybe? Some Growth Chamber exiled. That's actively great for us. Thank you, Ragavan, for helping. How about a turn 4 Thragtusk off of Crumbling Vestige? How about that? That doesn't seem too bad. Surely our opponent has no discard, no nothing, no interaction. They just don't do anything. They simply will not do it. Dash Ragavan again. Just the classic Urza Saga for a 0 value. Oh, Renin 6. Interesting. So now they can fetch out Red Source and Dash Ragavan again, I guess, is the idea. Looks to be the plan. I have one Thragtusk that would like to argue with you pretty vehemently, opponent, about this whole Ragavan situation. You think Whoa, they didn't do the Ragavan Dash. That was just free, wasn't it? That was literally just like, they could just do that and it would be fine. Also, we get to pack for a 6-drop next turn. Oof. And every fiber in my body says, pack for Titan, pack for Titan. But that's technically disallowed. I don't know that I'm allowed to do that, chat. 1 Thragtusk hits the battlefield. Your go. Oh man, just casting all these cards, regardless of how we do, casting all these cards is just 100% worth it, man. You just never get to do this anymore. It's just so nice. Crumbling Vestige just letting us continue to make mana progress, too. Like, come on. This is just pure love and enjoyment of the Amulet Titan archetype. This just is it. This is everything. Also, for those of you who are not familiar with Thragtusk, we get the 3/3 beast when it leaves the battlefield, not when it dies. So if they were to exile it, or if, say, we were to flicker it, we'd be getting our 3/3 regardless. It doesn't matter where this thing goes after it's been on the battlefield, we get that 3/3. Haywire Might. Oh no, not my Amulet of Vigor. How are we ever going to beat that? I would really, really hate if our opponent spent one of their 3 mana to kill our Amulet of Vigor. Man, that would just be the worst. Anyways. So what you're saying is we get to Titan not next turn, but the turn after that instead. Okay. Or Rurik Thar. We could just slam a Rurik Thar. or Carnage Tyrant. We could go for Carnage Tyrant. Oh, that seems really hard for them to beat, to be honest. Kind of into the whole Summoner's Pact for Carnage Tyrant thing. Although if we wait 1 turn even further than that, we could go for Hornet Queen. Dude, Hornet Queen's just looking so sick in every single match. We should just play 4. I guess we could also pack for Hydroid Crisis. It really wouldn't be the worst. I wonder if our opponent passed with the 2 mana up because they were holding up Orcish Bowmaster. Whoa, they Rin Ping the Thragtusk. Okay. So what you're saying is we're getting a card and a Rin down tick out of this Thragtusk, and it gave us 5 life and a 3/3 creature. Okay. I don't mind this deal. I accept the terms and conditions. If you're watching on Twitch, by the way, I have a question for you. So typically, while I'm doing these streams, I listen to music through Pandora, but I have my desktop audio muted, so it never comes... Oh, hold on. I'll pause that thought, because now we got to do some thinking, because second Amulet gives us a lot of mana here. We might just be able to put that Hornet Queen into play here, or Cultivator Colossus. No, we boarded out Colossus, right? We can play Hornet Queen here. I don't see how they possibly beat a Hornet Queen. That seems so good. Yes, I was about to ask. I can put the music on and just have it not play through the audio. I'm like one of those people, I'm pretty much a stickler. I know that it's strictly prohibited by law to play the music, and I just don't like breaking the law, even though literally everybody on Twitch does it, including all the big streamers. Beseiju. I guess we're not doing that. Interesting. No, wait. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. All right, we can return to talking about the, we'll just have to Hornet Queen next turn, I guess. We can, return to talking about the music. I guess we're just passing back. We could, like, pack for... Nah, there's nothing to pack for on format. We could pack for, like, a Rasta, maybe? I don't see the point. I mean, if we get discard spelled, then that sucks, but also, we're not going to yield through this upcoming turn because our opponent can cast Inquisition, so we're going to be cognizant of that and respectful. So yeah, for the music thing, it wouldn't affect the YouTube videos at all because it wouldn't come through in the music, the music wouldn't come through in the YouTube video either, but I could start playing music on Twitch. I personally use Pandora, but I'm too stingy to pay for it, so occasionally you'd hear ads, which, honestly, that just really sucks for you guys, but it also sucks for me, so at least it sucks equally for everybody. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot more to say about it than that. Is that something that would be a good option? I personally do not like to have other people's music playing during their streams because I'm picky about the type of music that I like, so... But obviously, if I'm the one listening to music on my stream, then that won't be a problem. But it's an interesting situation. Technically, it's illegal, and I shouldn't do it. Technically. But also, I don't know if it would DMCA strike my channel or not just for playing. Technically, it could, but I understand that realistically, it doesn't. All right, we'll play Crumbling Vestige and try this Hornet Queen thing again. Is it good this time, opponent? Can we have a Hornet Queen? I'm asking very politely and kindly, can we please have 4 Death Touch flyers? This does nothing. No, this lets us get to 6 mana. Not 7, which means we can't go for Hornet Queen anymore, but we can go for Titan, or another 6-drop. We can go for Carnage Tyrant. Carnage Tyrant doesn't actually do anything here, though, realistically. Let me check the deck. We have Carnage Tyrant, we have Arasta, which I don't love. Elder Gargaroth is an interesting one. Honestly, Primeval Titan's the only card that even does anything here. Like, I guess they can't realistically beat a Carnage Tyrant unless they, like, multi-block it, but they're... Playing Titan is so good here, though. Although, I guess Titan just dies to... Is there a way to do both? Can we Titan? We can Titan and set up a Summoner's Pact and then go for Carnage Tyrant next turn, but is that kind of cheating? We could wait one more turn. Just one more turn. Hold on. We could go Titan into setup transmute into the oh wait, hold on. We're not going to be able to get to bees if they pick up Boseiju with Rin, because they will they'll Boseiju our bounce land away, and we only have 3 basics, so we'll be stuck on 5 mana. This is our one and only chance to do something here. If we do Carnage Tyrant and they're able to get it out of play by multi-blocking, then we probably do just lose. So I think this counts as a Titan or bust scenario, and I'm going for Titan. Because next turn, if we lose our Carnage Tyrant, then we're just losing the game. So I think it is fair. Although technically we could go for Raric Thar, but again, it runs into the whole multi-block problem, so we don't have the blue mana for Crisis, so that's not an option. I think this counts as Titan or bust, so let's go for the Titan. 1 Primeval Titan, please. And the question is, are we attacking or are we setting up something else? Let's see. We get Tolaria West bounce land. We can transmute immediately, and then we'll have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wait, hold on. No. What am I saying? 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana in play next turn. And then if they hit our bounce land, we can still pack for the bees. So that's definitely the line. It's the play. Not going for the greedy attack into terminate, because that's another way to lose. This is our way to try to solidify this game. So, and we didn't even go for the attack with the Titan, so warranted. And then also, this is why the 1 Titan is still in the deck, by the way, because I thought about cutting it and just not playing the Titan at all, but you kind of need the 1 Titan, because the reality is it is the best card in the deck. I mean, I guess we have Dismember that perhaps we could have used to prevent ourselves from dying to multi-block, but you just gotta go for the Titan. Like, let's be reasonable here. We can do bees next turn. Not attacking with the beast, because I'm anticipating a terminate here. Or like the sacrifice effect that makes a sack a non-token creature. Was it Shielded Zedict? Unholy Heat? Same difference. Imagine we had 1 more mana here and we could pack for Endurance. Oh well. Next turn we pay the 4, play bounce land, or depending on, they could just hit us with the Boseiju immediately. Interesting. If they Boseiju immediately and we pay, then bounce land puts us up to 5. We'd have to draw a ramp spell to get us to the bees. Oh, a second might. Interesting. They don't have enough green to activate both. They could play a green source this turn and pick up Boseiju with Rin set up for next turn and just double might us. We pay 4. Then I guess we probably pack for Tireless Tracker. Probably not winning, but might be the best option. Or we could just wait another turn and pack for the bees, but then we lose to discard spell again. Rough. Decisions. Or we could wait and pack for Hydroid Crisis and draw like a billion cards. Looks like they're going for the double might pop this turn, which makes sense. Oh, we should have responded to the fetch by dismembering a might. That way we could save a amulet. Although honestly, I don't know that it's worth the dismember, so maybe it's fine. Weirdly enough, Relic of Progenitus would actually be a pretty great draw. I love Relic of Progenitus. I wish I played more often. We did board it in, so. Did we board out the Crisis because of the Bowmasters? I don't see it out here. I think we still have Crisis. Options. We are playing the ultimate toolbox amulet deck right now. I should have had a Pact of Negation in the sideboard for the T-West toolbox, just to max it out. And a Slaughter Pact as well, now I'm thinking about it. Just splash black casually. I'm sure it'd be fine. Opponent's really tanking hard, playing Goyf. Oh, so they're not going for the amulets, perhaps. Holding up Boseiju instead. Ragavan. Pretty good turn. I'm feeling not great about our spot. I think we might be in Pact 4, Hornet Queen, or just die territory. So I think we are forced to wait on this pact. We can dismember, say, like Ragavan or something. Or if we draw Bajuka Bog or Relic, we can dismember plus disrupt their graveyard and kill the Goyf. All right, let's go ahead and pay for the pact here. Another pact. That's extremely curious. So if we play the Growth Chamber and they Boseiju it, we can pay 1, pact for Grazer. Wait, we have an Azusa, right? We can double pact Azusa into Hornet Queen, I think. Wait, unless I don't think we would have trimmed Azusa. I don't know that we can pay for double pact after doing all that. We still have Azusa. See, they kill this. We don't have a land to search for. We play this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't pay for double pact that way. Azusa lets us go bounce land into untap land and up to 7, but that's 1 short. Alternatively, we can pact for endurance them, and dismember the Goyf. That doesn't seem bad. And then we pay pact again. Man, getting through this Rin Boseiju loop is really, really rough, though. I guess if we play Growth Chamber and go for the... Oh, wait, we can't also endurance... We can't dismember and endurance in the same turn if they kill our Growth Chamber, because we are playing fetch land over the 4th forest, which is really sad. Dang. So I guess we can flash in endurance to block Ragavan. I think that has to be the play. We're going to force them to Boseiju, pick up our other Growth Chamber, and then when they go to plus Rin, we'll flash in endurance, unless they want to not Boseiju. Obviously, they have to Boseiju. We don't have a forest to search for, but I'll double check anyways. Yeah, we don't. Okay, very, very close game. I am determined to get these bees into play, okay? It's going to happen. You cannot stop me. It will happen. I'm telling you now. Please let us untap with Dismember on Goy. If we can manage to do that, I think we're looking very, very good. Endurance to break up the Rin Beseiju lock is extremely, extremely key here. Hopefully they don't just have second Beseiju, because that would really suck. It wouldn't be the first time I've seen it happen, but let's just hope that doesn't happen. Maybe there was some point. I don't think we ever used Saga in this game. But like, at some point we could Saga up a relic to deal with situations like this, which is nice. Our opponent can Haywire Might our amulets now and set us back pretty far, but it's like fine-ish. We're at 5 mana, 6/7 with the Growth Chamber over 2 turns. Molten Collapse to destroy a creature or planeswalker. You got it. So now we're going to get to ambush a Ragavan at instant speed too. Unless they plus Rin now. Aha, they don't plus Rin, so we can ambush the Ragavan and prevent the Beseiju. How about one Summoner's Pact for Endurance at instant speed? How do you feel about that, opponent? They attack with the mites. That's interesting. All right, Endurance, please. Endurance has been cast. Target you. Get rid of this Beseiju. All of your Rin targets, they're gone. Block Ragavan, it's gone. Untap with Dismember on the Goyf. Your entire board just disappeared. You're welcome. This is pretty good. I don't mind this. I really don't mind this at all. We even have Blood Moon or Magus of the Moon covered. We just have all the forests in play thanks to their Rin Beseiju loop, so there's not too much that can go wrong here. If their last card is another threat, then we're in a little bit of trouble, but not the worst amount of trouble. Yep, they're going for the amulets, which makes perfect sense. And luckily, this isn't growing the Goyf, so this Dismember should be able to deal with it. Oh, wait, no. No, we have instant. Okay, so we're good. They just can't... Yeah, okay, so we get to Dismember the Goyf, and then face against a Naked Ren in their last card. All right, so let's start by dismembering this crap right here. Get gone. Out of my life forever, please. Thank you. Let's pay for our pact. And now we have the bees in 2 turns. Bees in 2 turns, I don't mind. Oof. Radiant Fountain? Nah, no thanks. I'm good. Let's have bees next turn, please. Bees, please. Oh, if we attack with this and they have Ragavan, it kind of sucks, but honestly, I'm okay with it. Getting to kill Rin over 2 turns is way better than the alternative if they don't have anything. And just setting Rin back so they can't get to ult as fast is also important, so... Although, maybe instead of bees, we should be packing for Krasis. Packing for Krasis is pretty good. Dang, we have so many options with this list, it's crazy. Packing for Krasis looks nice. Questing Druid, exiling some cards. What did they hit? Beseiju, Unholy. I don't think they can channel Beseiju from exile, so luckily they don't have the... Oh, it's appearing on the other monitor again, that's weird. I don't think they can channel Beseiju from exile with the Questing Beast. Or Questing Druid, I mean. Oh, maybe we should be playing Questing Beast. That one wasn't suggested, but... They can play the Beseiju, but they don't get to channel it. Yes! That's one less Beseiju we have to worry about. They have heat, but it won't kill the endurance. They could, like, ping, plus second ring ping. No, they don't even have enough red for that, so see what they do. Just play the druid. Sure. Is it bees time? Is it time for bee? That is the question. Are they casting the Unholy Heat anyways just to grow the questing druid, huh? That's interesting. I guess do they have this until the turn after? I think they do, right? Until your next instep. Oh, no. So it's gonna go away. They might as well get the one counter from it, I guess. That's fine. And now we get to attack, and they either lose the Rin, or they lose the questing druid, so the attack was paid off. Green Sun's Twilight. Oh man, hold on. Was this X equals 5 we put it into play? So yeah, we get to put a land and a creature into play and then save pack for next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh man, we're Twilighting this turn for sure. For sure. All right, let's start by attacking them. Not them, attacking their Rin, so they have the least amount of information possible. What we put in this Green Sun's Twilight might determine whether they keep Rin or questing Druid, so it's not giving them the information they need to make that decision. We're definitely going for the Twilight this turn. It's happening. That was a fantastic draw. Whoo! How about a Green Sun's Twilight for X equals, like, a lot? Oh boy. Dude, this... Oh no, I did it for 1 less, so we could have done it for 1 more. I guess it doesn't matter, but... Because it's 5 or greater, right? Yeah, so it's fine. We just see 1 less card, but it's fine. Hey! Oh man, do we want Rurikthar or Elder Garg? We definitely want Urza's Saga as the land. Elder Garg or Rurik? I think it's Rurik, maybe. Garg does the most value, though. I'm going with Garg. Gargaroth seems the one, the choice. On the battlefield, please, and thank you. Here we go! Oh man! Oh man, oh man! Yep, that's what I thought. We didn't even get to cast the bees. I'm so sorry, Koi. I'm so sorry. That was just tragic. Tragic the Gathering, not Magic the Gathering. Honestly, I'm just hitting submit. I don't care. Can't be bothered. Cannot be bothered. We'll play 63. It's fine. It wouldn't be the first unusual thing that's probably not good that we're doing in this list. Oh. Turn 2 Jotty Offshoot with backup Dismember. Yeah. we'll try it. And by try it, I mean Snapkeep. Turn 1 Garenbrig, turn 2 Jody into Saga into Dismember. +1 life, everybody. +1 life. This is exactly the reason we had a Jody offshoot in the deck right now, is because we can have it on turn 1 against the Ragavan they're about to play. Although we don't have the untapped green source. Oh, what if they Thoughtseize away our Jody offshoot? Oh no. Don't do it, opponent. Be kind. We might be playing Urza Saga on turn 3, to be honest. No! No! He was so good to us. No! Oh no! What is happening? Why is this happening to us? Here we go. What did he do to deserve this? Urza Saga? Honestly, same. Thoughtseize away, my friend. The choices never stop coming. The choices just never... They take the tireless tracker. Yo. Alright, now that we drew Amulet, we can slam Saga. It's bad if they kill the Amulet, but... Or we could just play the bounce land and play it super safe. No, it's probably Saga, because in 2 turns we get the second Amulet out if they don't kill the Amulet, and if they do kill the Amulet, we could still spike an untap land, so we'll see. We shall see. Nice Thoughtseizes, by the way. Nice Thoughtseize. I love making Thoughtseize feel irrelevant. It's one of my favorite things in Magic. It doesn't happen that often, but when it does, beautiful. Are they making a Saga construct? 2 can play at that game, let me tell you. Damping Sphere. Yeah, it's annoying. I guess we're picking up Saga and resetting it then? Playing it uber super slow. So we'll play Bounce Land intentionally into the Damping Sphere so that we can activate the Saga and pick it up, and the next turn we'll play Saga and maybe a 3-drop if we draw it. I would like to make a dude, and then it will be your go. Yoink Urza Saga. I'm not done with that one. It's coming back. It's making a comeback. Fatal Push the Construct. We got the classic 1 for 0. Love it. Just 2 mana, your opponent discards a card. I'll take it. It's like an anti-clue or something. Free anti-clue. Our opponent started on a mulligan compared to us. Although we had to tap 2 mana for it, but honestly worth it. Oh, they're going to go for the... Oh, we can Mortuary Mire back our Tireless Tracker. How sick is that? Do we want to Dismember the Might to keep our Saga? I think we do. Oh, is there a 3-drop we can pack for that matters here? Like Dryad, maybe? We could pack for Dryad and start getting to Valakut potential. If we go pack for Dryad, land, next turn we pay, we can go land, oh, we can go bounce land, tracker, bounce land, make a clue, crack it, and we still get to Dismember this turn? I think I'm into it. I'm pretty into it. If we lose, I just don't care. Oh, you're right, we can't cast a Dismember. Oops. Well, change of plans. We're going for Azusa, I guess. We go land Azusa, land, Dismember, paying the tax to Damping Sphere, and then 1 and taking 4 damage. I think that's the idea then. Yeah, Azusa's not nearly as good as Dryad would have been. We can also just be like, that's fine. You can have your Haywire Might on our Amulet and just not play the Saga. Because then we can go Saga into Gruul Turf, or land into Gruul Turf and be triggering Valakut if we draw a land. Because they can't Haywire Might the Dryad. And that we don't die to anything unless they have exactly, like, specifically Fulminator Mage. I think it's still Dryad, to be honest, but then we just don't expose the Saga. I'm going for Dryad, I think. Let's go Valakut. Oh, they could kill the Dryad, and then we lose to not having double green, I guess. Yeah, I guess if they kill Dryad, then we suck at life and Magic. Oh, fuck, the pack. I forgot the pack itself counts. All right, well, I lost us this game. That's all good, I guess. Oh, man. I just super punted into Damping Sphere. That's fine. Oops. That card does have text, other than making us not be able to tap for the mana colors. That never happened. It's okay, I'll just cut that out of the YouTube video, for sure. I might need to go get some neurological examinations, have my cranial nerves check for cerebral ataxia, you know, see if I can do, you know, heel to shin touches and, you know, do this, make sure I have the motor coordination intact. Whew, heap, sneepity heap. We'll take that one absolutely for sure. Turn 1, Saga, Amulet. Turn 2, Mycosynth, Filter, Soccer, Tribe Scout. Turn 3, absolutely go nuts. Yes. I'm pretty sure we hurt our opponent. Us Amulet Degens, we are the reason why our opponent is the way they are, so. Honestly, I can't even be mad. Like, if they want to win that bad, I'll let them have it. They need it more than I do. I'm over here living life. I can go 0-5, and this will still be the funnest league I've played in this entire year, so. Are you going to play Amulet Bingo, Mistaken? You should. You have my permission to make use of the bingo board. Watery Grave, Preordain. I thought we were about to get Hedron Crabbed, and I was about to be really upset. Oh no. Preordain is fine. I wonder if our opponent is thinking about Cultivator Colossus. I wonder if our opponent's thinking about Arurik Thar the Unbowed. Or Carnage Tyrant. They're probably not thinking about those two. I really bet they're not. Oh, did I not add the 1 ring in? I thought it was supposed to be in here. I totally forgot to add the 1 ring. Oh well. You can't play everything. Simply cannot. We're already playing like 62 cards. Otawar is not bad. Can bounce a Shieldred or something. Loser Shieldred. Shieldred, I would like you to meet 1 Hornet Queen, please. Let's play Scout. Your go. Sakura Tribe Scout. It's been a while since you've been in play. Although I think we played one earlier in one of the matches that we were just playing. Oh, yes, it got brutally murdered by Renin 6. That's what happened. No. I almost yielded through the turn. Don't do that. Do not do that. All right. Let's get an amulet. Maybe make an amulet. Scout in, I guess, Cavern. And then go for Cultivator. They could have Dress Down. Dude. But, like, what if Dress Down, though? What if Dress Down? We also want to keep the Cavern in hand if we are going full Cultivator, because they probably don't have a counterspell. Honestly, I'm going to get got by Dress Down. I do not give a single care in the world. If we get Dress Down and I lose... No, wait, we don't lose to Dress Down, because I don't even have to pact. I just go like this, put in one of these, then put in one of these again, and then put in one of these. Oh, wait, our Cultivator dies immediately, though. Do we want to keep our Cultivator or draw more cards? I think we want to draw more cards, to be honest. I mean, is that ever a question? I think we want to draw more cards. Chat, do you want to draw more cards? Oh. Almost clicked the wrong button. That would have been great. Moment of truth. Are we drawing more cards? I think we're drawing more cards. 3 amulets plus Cultivator Colossus. My mortal enemy. The number of triggers that are about to enter the stack are just absolutely, unbelievably the worst. It's about to be very real, the lag. You're about to find out. This is my least favorite part of Cultivator Colossus. Hey, we could, if we had a land play, we could auto-aura our Cultivator Colossus. No! Why do you have to do that, opponent? Why would you even think about having Dress Down here? That is just unbelievably rude. Unbelievably rude. All right. Go. Just do your thing. We're done. You got me, okay? Man, we're just getting the worst luck in the entire world, too. Our round 1 opponent had exactly the 2 cards off of Unholy Heat. Our round 2 opponent had Damping Sphere and Rin Boseiju lock, and I played in the Damping Sphere and lost like an idiot, which is kind of lucky on their part, because I'm not usually that much of an idiot. And then this opponent had the exact Dress Down. How many Dress Downs do you think Blue-Black Control played? Probably like 1 or 2 in the main. Usually they're in the sideboard, I think. I don't know. I'm just a little dude playing some Magic the Gathering. Now are they going to have the Solitude for the Primeval Titan that's about to come down the pipeline? That is the question. And it has to be Primeval Titan. I'm justified in getting Primeval Titan here because anything else we can pack for in this situation loses to Summoner's Pact. So it is life or death here. Usually 2. Yeah, so they had one of the 2 of in the 60. I mean, they're allowed to have cards, that's fine. They put them in their deck for a reason, so I'm not that salty. I just would really have liked Cultivator Colossus in my life, I am definitely feeling Cultivator Colossus today. Most days I'm not, but today is a Cultivator Colossus day. Oh, I should have already casted this Summoner's Pact, which I will do now. You do not have Subtlety and Dress Down. You simply don't. You absolutely do not. They might have Force of Negation. If they did have Subtlety, and we had a green... we could flash in Simic Growth Chamber on our upkeep to pay for Summoner's Pact and still play the game, by the way. So they have to have Subtlety plus a removal spell for Sakura Tribe Scout for us to actually be dead. Looks like they have something. If this is Spell Pierce, it'll be a little sad. Spell Pierce would not make me feel great. Drown the lock. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we love that. Go ahead. That's fine. Whew, we're fine. I promise you I'm fine. I promise you I'm fine. Not dead. No! Why? Why is this my life? Why is this my life? What did I do to deserve this? This is not fair. Carnage Tyrant, thank you. Ooh, Arasta. This is Arasta's time to shine, okay? This is the game for Arasta. Alright? Ooh. Elder Gargaroth in the hand. Snap it off. Beanstalk Worm, Elder Gargaroth. Oh, man. Too good. Oh, it just doesn't stop. 1 Amulet of Vigor. Here we go. See if they have Spell Pierce for our potential Beanstalk Worm or something here. See if we draw a land as well. Beanstalk Worm, definitely not as good as Explorer. I was really hopeful for the card, but it ain't it. But we can Beanstalk Worm into play Saga again. Or Beanstalk Worm into replay Sanctuary, play Sakura Tribe Elder. But then we don't get to activate the Saga anyways. So I guess we could also just play Sanctuary Tribe Elder, and the next turn just play Saga, and then Beanstalk in Vesuva. Still doesn't play around. No, it does play around. No, it doesn't play around Spell Pierce. But it does play into Counterspell if we try for that. Curious. We're definitely playing Sanctuary. Think maybe we just go for... We can also just make 1 construct now. No, wait, we don't have the mana next turn. Unless we Beanstalk Worm into Bounce Land. Then we can play nothing. Nah. We're picking up the Saga here, I guess. Weird line. Do we get got by Spell Pierce? Because we don't have... I kind of want the Saga in play, though. Like, is it the end of the world if we Beanstalk Worm Adventure and they don't let us do it? The next turn we go, like, Saga. We just don't have any real plays. If we go Tri-Belter now, the next turn we can slam Garg and pick up the Forest and just make mana progress. Dang, it's so close. Oh, actually, if we Tri-Belter now and it resolves, then we can cast the Beanstalk Worm off of the Forest. So it's definitely Tri-Belter into Beanstalk Worm. Or rather, plant beans. I'm sorry, I've been saying that that's not... Beanstalk Worm isn't the card that I have in hand. Do not believe the title of this card. That's not the title. It simply is not. Plant some beans. The question is, do we just slam the Vesuva or do we slam the Saga? Because if we Saga, we might just be going for Gargaroth anyways. It worked. If we play Saga, we might be going for Gargaroth, and then we'd be wasting our Saga value. But also, if our opponent just taps out, we could, like, pack for Titan and go for it. I mean, packing for Titan is not allowed, so we're not really planning on doing that. We can go... If we go next turn Vesuva, Sanctuary, and then the turn after Saga, we can still play Beanstalk Worm and then go for Saga value after. So it's probably right to just play in a Sanctuary here. Pretty close. Interesting decision point. And we're still above time of our opponent, by the way. We still have more time than them. Our opponent has Counterspell mana up. Are they going to hold up Counterspell? Oh. When did this happen? Why is this so popular right now? I don't get it. I mean, at least our bounce lands are already in place. We're not going to have to be picking up land. Like, who did this? Who is responsible? I want to know the singular person that is causing this. Mistaken, is it you? Or Tainted Opt, perhaps? It's one of you two. It's got to be. I blame you, personally. Oh, we can bounce the Damping Sphere at some point if we want to. Alright. We'll get some Saga value, and then we'll get some more Saga value, and then we'll get an Elder Gargaroth, maybe. Probably have to map for a green source, as peculiar as it is. People play Damping Sphere because they want me specifically to not have fun. That's why. That's why they're playing Damping Sphere. It's because they are targeting me personally. Dress down. Weird timing. Am I supposed to assume then? Am I supposed to... Because, like, I can just wait until the dress down dies on their instep and then activate Saga. So, like, that doesn't do anything. Unless they're planning on, like, bouncing or interacting with my Saga here. Like, they have Spreading Seeds or something. And then I guess it makes some sense. But I don't really know what this play's all about. Just kind of wasting a dress down, in my opinion. We'll just see what our opponent's got here. 2 top, 0 bottom. With that Preordain. Our opponent likes what they see, I guess. I should probably feel pretty scared about that. Opponent... everything you cast costs 1 more to cast. I'm sorry to tell you. Damping Sphere has text. Don't you ever forget Damping Sphere. I would never do that. I would never forget a Damping Sphere in play. That would never happen. Let's just be real here. Cultivator Colossus not looking its most fantasticest. Put another strike against Cultivator Colossus on why I freaking hate this card. We have only 2 lands in hand, and Damping Sphere means we're never casting this thing, like, ever. But thank you, Cultivator Colossus, I guess. Second dress down has hit the table. This is pretty predictable, considering the first dress down was basically wasted. I guess we're going for a map here to map for a green source so we can get the Gargs going. Get the Gargs going. GGG. Get the Gargs going so we can get the GG. That's the plan. I guess we don't have to do this now. We'll just chill. And continue to do the Saga thing. I guess we could also just map for another Saga. Just be, like, all in on this Saga thing. Our opponent's playing, like, 4 copies of Dress Down, by the way. They have to be. Damping Sphere plus quadruple Dress Down. Thoughtseize. Take your pick. They're gonna take Garg. Today's a Damping Sphere day, I guess. Today's the day for Damping Sphere. Honestly, I'm kind of here for it. Let's fucking go Damping Sphere. Celebrate the Damping Sphere. Even if I lose to it, Damping Sphere is a chill card. I mean, look at the little halo of normal universe around the Damping Sphere. It's nice. How could you dislike this card? And if I'm being non-facetious, like, I'm being completely serious, the fact that Damping Sphere and Blood Moon and Magus of the Moon, as annoying as they are, the fact that those cards exist and can counteract our deck relatively well, especially in certain circumstances like Damping Sphere. Like, oh, I guess we can get Beseiju here so we can eventually pick it up with a bounce land. Or just kill this now. We still don't have enough mana to really do anything. We could get Lajara Mirror Lake or Mortuary Mire. It doesn't really do much. It's got to be a green source. Probably just straight up Beseiju, and then instead of playing out the Beseiju, we'll just pop the Damping Sphere out of the way. T West. So we can pop, make 6 mana, pack for the uncounterable one, and like do it. Or we can play it slow and just get some Saga value. I think going for the slow Saga value is going to be better here. We can also Otawara to bounce something at some point. Let's not do anything too brash here. We have the time. Also, let's not forget we do have a Beanstalk Worm just lying in the wait. We can play that whenever we feel like it. Look, I'm a man of value. When I see the opportunity to make Saga constructs, I am going to take it. Let's make some colorless mana. And I guess we just Beseiju now, because there's really no reason not to. Gives our opponent a 6th mana, so they can instant speed, I don't even remember the card. They used to play the one card that's like, they could flashback for 7 from their graveyard, but for 4 mana, it lets them look at the top 4 and put 2 cards in hand. And then at 7, they flash it back. What is it? Memory Deluge. They could Memory Deluge plus Counterspell now. We have 3 Cavern Souls, by the way. Yes, that's the one. Thank you, Bash. You got me. I can always count on Bash. All right. Now we can make Saga value and cast Beanstalk Worm. Let's go. You're gonna have to deal something. Do something. Oh man. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me, deck. All right, I think we're going with again, slow, value oriented. We gotta get this Beanstalk Worm into play. Things are happening. Things are being done. I mean, we have to play the Otawara to make it happen, but we are going to play the Otawara to make it happen. And again, look, 0 lands in hand, Cultivator Colossus. Thank you for nothing, Cultivator. Red Face Minutes, why do you hate Cultivator Colossus? I don't understand. How do you hate this card so much? It's not that bad a card. It literally only does nothing and costs 7 mana for a 5/5 that does nothing. How is that not a card worth running? I don't get it, Red Face Menace. Please explain it. Dude, they just drowned the lock to our Beanstalk Worm. I don't think that's ever happened in Modern before. I don't think that's ever an interaction that's occurred. That has never happened. I'm being so loud right now just because I'm having so much fun. Are you guys having fun, chat? I hope you are. Murktide Regent, chill, dude. It wasn't even that serious. You're killing the vibe. We can only make a 5/5 Hydroid Crisis. Oh, wait, we have the plan. It's secure. Oh, wait, that also works. But do we even have black sources? We have Mortuary Mire and Bajuka Ball. I mean, are we just supposed to play Cultivator Colossus? Do they answer it? Because I don't love it. Carnage Tyrant no longer does anything. Is there anything we can pack for that matters here? Arasta doesn't do too much. Cultivator, Hornet Queen is our way to beat that, but we can't just slam it into counter magic. Maybe we're supposed to be packing for Krasis this turn? I think pack for Krasis makes sense. Lets us raise back too. We'll pack for Krasis and lose to another Damping Sphere because apparently that's today's theme, is losing to Damping Sphere. Our opponent might counter this. Oh, they don't. I was gonna say they might counter this because we could always just play Cavernous Souls and ruin their day if we had drawn Cavernous Souls. So another reason to potentially slam Hydroid Crisis here, by the way. It can help us find a black source for this Terra Sunder, or it can find us Cavernous Souls to make our Hornet Queen most definitely resolve. Hold on, wait. Did we play the Otawara? I think we did. No, we didn't. We haven't played land yet, so we can still play land drop. Rarthar. No mana to cast it, though. Sad. I guess there's no reason to play Growth Chamber here. There's not. So we'll just pass it back to them, I guess. So when they swing for 7, if they swing for 7, we'll be swinging for 8 right back at you. We'll go down to 15, but we'll be winning the race, assuming they don't have removal, which is probably not a good assumption. Thank you, Hydroid Crisis. We can Otawara the Hydroid Crisis to do it all again, by the way. Just a little casual bounce Hydroid Crisis action, especially if they try to remove it. Oh, wait. Next turn, we can go for Cultivator Colossus, even after paying for Pact, if we want to. All right, let's pay for our Summoner's Pact. Didn't get Damping Sphere, so that's good news. Green Sun's Twilight. That one ain't bad. They didn't attack. Well, honestly, would I rather get the Green Sun's Twilight counter to the Cultivator? Because, I don't really know. Twilight helps us dig for the red land or black land for these 2 cards. So I kind of want this to resolve. And Cultivator, right now it'd be drawing 1 card, but that's really not the end of the world. I feel like Cultivator's the worst. Also, the longer we wait, the more likely it is that Cultivator will just get dressed down. So I think we're just committing. We'll pick up the Vesuva here, I think. It just makes sense. We could also transmute potentially for Tolaria West, but we have many, not transmute for Tolaria, so transmute for Cavern, but dress down. Of course they have the dress down. Oh, I guess we could have waited to Terrace under the dress down with the Cultivator on the stack, perhaps. Maybe doing this was a little bit of a punt, just playing in a dress down. We could have just Green Suns or Hornet Queen this turn, and then been more patient. I didn't even think about the fact that we could just tear asunder the dress down. Oh well, definitely a little bit of a misplay there. This deck seems like a Pioneer deck. It feels very much like an Amulet deck to me. We're doing mini Amulet thing. Are they going to start attacking? No way. I mean, it makes sense. This is probably the right moment to try to start turning the corner, but if it fails, this will backfire pretty horrendous. Oh, we can Vesuva their Watery Grave to do Terra Sunder thing. We can play Vesuva copy. Let's see. Then we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if they do something about the trap... I mean, they have 4 cards in hand, though. I mean, I don't hate that. We don't need a whole lot more mana. If we keep this, let's see, right now it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. So we could do this. 1 more land next turn. 2 turns from now, if we draw a land next turn, we could both Rurik and Green Suns for X equals 5. Ugh, rough. I wish we had a black source. That would make this so much easier. I think we're supposed to go for the tracker, though. Maybe we just don't even Vesuva the Grave just yet. Maybe we go tracker for, let's see, tracker for 8 mana. We could just play Green Sun's Twilight this turn and then go for Hornet Queen next turn and just ignore the Terra Sunder for now. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what's good. Resolves. All right, so we got a free card at least. This could also be the turn that we just transmute for Cavern. We can transmute for Cavern and Green Suns this turn since it's not a good cavernable item. And then next turn we can just Cavern down Hornet Queen, I guess. Hornet Queen's also pretty bad against Dress Down, I just realized. Let's see. I think we're going for that. We have 1 mana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we can Cavern down Rorkthar before anything else. I don't know, we'll see. But this is the Green Sun's Twilight turn, I'm feeling. Don't Spell Pierce me, bro. They shouldn't be in your deck post-board, especially. So don't Spell Pierce me, bro. Or gal. Or whatever you are. Just don't do it. Opponent's reading. We got a reader. And, of course, the counterspell after reading. They're like, oh, this card does actual things. Like, yike. We're a little far off from getting this Hornet Queen into play. We're one short of caverning it into play next turn. Unless we draw, like, I don't know, there's nothing we can draw. We might just have to YOLO the Hornet Queen. Like, if we attack here, we might actually need to chump block the Murktide, to be completely honest. We don't have to chump block this turn, though. We'll swing. Leave the door open for attacking them to death. We also might just get there with Tracker. I'm surprised the creatures we have in play are still in play, to be honest. It's kind of amazing to me. We could get Mortuary Mire and put back Cultivator Colossus, the world's most do-nothing card on the planet. Okay, that's probably an exaggeration. We could put Elder Gargaroth into play. Second Murktide Regent? That's not fair. You can't do that. Dang. All right, now we really need this Hornet Queen to resolve, like, ASAP pronto fast. Ugh. They didn't counter the Tracker, and they had the counter spell for this. Maybe the Thragtusk potentially buys us a turn if we can chump block, but if they have removal spell, then we're taking 12. If we gain 5, we'll go to 13, so we'd survive at 1. We could transmute for a black land, play it, and try to tear us under the Murktide, and if they don't have the counter for that, or a removal spell, then they're dead. And then play Thragtusk after what is said and done. So we do this. We have use 4. We only have 2. We don't really have enough mana to do all of that. Also, they're almost to the point where Rorkthar being in play is just lethal. They're very, very close to that. But these Murktides are clocking us so well. If we transmute for Cavern, play Cavern on Hornet, or on Insect, then we can play Thragtusk and hope it resolves. And if it doesn't, we leave the Hydroid Crisis back to block and hope that it works. See, if we crack Clue Token first to see what we draw, then transmute and play Cavern, we can't play Thragtusk. So I think we're going to transmute for Cavern on Insect, play Thragtusk. I think this is the line. Let's Thragtusk first and see what they want to do about it. Because they don't know that we don't just have bounce land and something much worse than a Thragtusk in hand. So by doing this before we play the land, we give them the least amount of info. Then we transmute, play Cavern, pass. This is a super close game. This is like, and it resolved. So now even if they kill our Krasis, we're not dead immediately. This gives us a turn of reprieve, and the next turn we'll put the massive brakes on our opponent's clock by having just a ton of flying Death Touchers. Hornet Queen has looked so impressive this entire league. It's kind of crazy. All right, Cavern. Do we even play it? I guess playing it exposes it to Spreading Seas. If we play it next turn, I mean, we get to go Hornet Queen into like nothing else. See, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can... If we play Cavern right now, we can Hornet Queen with Terra Center backup for a Dress Down if they have it, and then still have the ability to play a Saga if we draw it, or something like that. So let's play the Cavern out here on Insect. Don't draw Thoughtseize opponent. That would be extremely uncool of you to have that. And unfortunately, we can't attack here. I mean, if we send all, they block the Tracker, and we just die on the Crackback, so... Or we possibly just die on the Crackback if they have another way to exile a card. Maybe attacking would have been okay. Attacking probably would have been fine, but so far the game is looking pretty good. We got Drown in the Lock, so we're playing around as much as possible here. No! They Bowmasters us for the last point of damage. Oh man, this is... Oh, actually, we were already dead on board to 12. It's fine. Dang it. One turn off this Hornet Queen, man. Well, that's the difference of 7 mana versus 6 mana. You're just kind of seeing that in action, so... 7 mana versus 6 makes a pretty big difference. All right, it's fine. We'll jump in here for match 4. Like I said... 05 doesn't matter to me. We are playing this league because it has been great fun. Don't ask me what my first 2 matchups were. I don't remember those. I don't know. Hold on. If I think about it hard enough, I might get it. We played against Murktide. We played against Blue-Black Control. We played against Jund, Saga, like Gigantha. What was the other one we played against? I don't recall. If you missed it, don't worry about it because I'm going to be putting this up on YouTube as well. So, our opponent led on Delighted Halfling. We can play Soccer Tribe Scout, and then it'll just die to Orcish Bowmasters if they have it, and a black land. But if they don't, I mean, it's got to be Saga Amulet here, right? We go Saga Amulet, and then Mycosynth, filter for Tribe Scout, and then if we draw a bounce land, we can Green Sun's Twilight for like 1 billion. By the way, reminder for everyone who's watching here on Twitch, I have a YouTube as well, and I will post the clean, edited version of these without all the dead time that is innate to Magic Online. Oh, Academy Manufacturer. So yeah, long story short, go subscribe to my YouTube if you haven't. Still I'm thinking Mycosynth Gardens, filter, play the Soccer Tri-Scout that's likely bound to die. Actually, our opponent may not be playing Bowmasters since they're on Manufacture. This looks like a tokens combo deck. Probably not a great matchup for us, but we can win the game. Winning the game is not too bad. Oh, last turn, maybe we were supposed to go map plus forest scout so that we could map for bounce land, go and get second amulet, go bounce land, green suns for X equals 7. Now, as it stands, we get amulet. We put in land, place map, crack it. Oh, put in vestige, make 3 for 5, down to 2 to map crack, put in bounce land, and we can green suns for exactly 5. Probably a wash either way. This is slightly better if we draw a second amulet, though. Close. Opponent has Chord of Calling, it looks like. Chord for 1. Okay. Haywire Might. They're killing our amulet. Okay, well, this is better against Chord for Haywire Might as well, so kind of worked out. I didn't really think too much about it, but sometimes you make plays by instinct, and my instinct playing Soccer Tri-Scout back in the day was that we got to play the Scout this turn. Oh, another amulet's pretty good. Huh. It's probably math time. So we go copy amulet, play vestige, make 3, play crack map, get... Oh, man. Play amulet, put in vestige, make 3, copy 2 mana, leaves us 1 short of getting bounce land. If we copy... Hold on. Play amulet, play vestige. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, map crack, leaving 1 floating, get bounce land. Put in bounce land up to 1 short of Twilight, I'm pretty sure. Okay, we play vestige up to 4 mana, map crack down to 1, get bounce land, scout in bounce land up to 5 mana, not doing it there either. We can go amulet, vestige, tracker, scout in forest, and next turn map crack it, bounce land twice, green suns twilight, which I think is the best we can manage here. If we play amulet first and then play vestige, then it's a wash on mana, right? It's still 4. Map crack, leave 1 floating, scout in. Oh my gosh. We copy, play vestige, amulet. Copy, play vestige, amulet. We're still short on cracking map. Man, this is the most headache-inducing turn I've ever seen. Okay, so we go forest, tracker, scout in vestige, map amulet, and set up for next turn, I think is the play. Because then we already have map in play, and we can potentially copy with Mycosynth next turn. I am like halfway confident that this is the right sequence of events, but I'm not 100% confident. So this gets us a Tireless Tracker trigger though, which I am fond of. Can't afford to yield to amulets here, sadly. Make a green, play a map, play a amulet, swing it back to you. That was a headache. We just put a lot of... We have the city's blessing now, I'm pretty sure. If we were playing cards that cared about that, collect the company. Don't hit the perfects, please. You want to hit double Delighted Halfling here. If you're my opponent and you're casting this Collected Company, double Delighted Halfling would be a delight. Salmon plus whatever this one is. Experimental Confectioner. Whenever you sack a food, make a 1/1. So they don't have a sack outlet yet. Wait. They make double treasure, I think, whenever these things happen. Because of the manufacturer. Sack food, make a 1/1. The 1/1 does not trigger the manufacturer. Oh, we just draw the bounce in too. That's pretty sick. Well, that makes things easier. So we copy Amulet, go bounce land, green suns for like X equals like a ton. All right, so now we have triple amulet, so we're making 6 mana per bounce land. Thank you, Tribe Scout, for being better than Arboreal Grazer if your opponent doesn't kill it. Much appreciated. We're going to keep bounce land in hand here instead of picking up Crumbling Vestige because this makes more mana, and also if we don't have another bounce land following, then we'll be glad we have bounce land, even though it's like the worst colored one. It was potentially possible to play that Hanweir and second Valakut over Sunhome and Slayers and not have to play the red-white bounce land, but we'll just Green Sun's Twilight for X equals 12. Seems decent. Dryad. Man, we missed on an actually good creature. How does that happen? Okay. It's fine, I guess. Ooh, okay. So I guess we go Bounce Land, Dryad, so we can crack some clues and maybe keep going on the battlefield, please. We'll stack these because the tracker will trigger automatically if I click this last amulet. Just like that. Weird sequence of events, I will say. Let's start by drawing one of these. Probably need to leave double blue floating in case we were to find a Beanstalk Worm. And we're going to be able to make a lot of mana and draw a lot of cards thanks to Tracker here. There's the TOS I was hoping we might draw. Okay, we keep Simic in hand. So now we go Bounce Land up to 8, Transmute down to 7, Cultivator Colossus, and draw a lot of cards and trigger a lot of amulets. I am pretty okay with how this worked out. I keep saying that. For a deck with so many one-ofs that just does the most craziest random thing. Oh, wait, hold on. We're short on mana here. No, we have to Beanstalk Worm first. We plant some beans, go up 4 mana because of it, and then we get to TOS for that. Yeah, didn't finish out the line when I was talking about it. Yeah, for a deck that has so many one-ofs, I just keep saying how nicely things are working out, and it really shouldn't work like this. Like, this is not particularly fair to Magic the Gathering, if I'm being completely honest. As sick as it would be to go for a giant Hydroid Crisis, I don't think that it's the move. We are going to draw so many cards, like literally so many cards. This is one of the few situations where Cultivator Colossus is doing things. So, at the very least, we'll be able to crack every single clue we've put into play. Tireless Tracker doing the work of God. All right, we drew a Summoner's Pact, so now we get to kill them with Titan. I think it's fair because we've already done the most fun things, and we do actually need to kill our opponent this turn, so because they can untap and win with the combo. I'm assuming they haven't already done that. They would have been doing things and looping things if they had the ability, right? If we had Saga Constructs, they would be massive right now. Just saying. So we get 3 untapped, so we're going to leave this untapped. This is pretty decent. This is like fine-ish, I would say. Totally fair things that we're doing here. I guess let's float with a Garrison and pick it up in case we need the green in play for Summoner's Pact purposes. All right. Think the move is Primeval Titan. Think it's fair enough. We've done what we needed to here. And let's use the blue, I guess, because we're just going to be hasting here. Yes, I would like to do this. Please and thank you. So we have the red and white floating, so we can go... Oh, we can Lit Jar a Mirror Lake! Oh, man! We are Lit Jar a Mirror Laking our Primeval Titan. There is no question about that. Okay, what is the most busted thing? I guess Valcut? Oh, man! Ugh, whoever suggested Lit Jar a Mirror Lake, today is your day. I totally forgot this is a thing we're allowed to do. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is what we signed up for. Whew. All right, let me make 1 copy of Primeval Titan, please. Let's use the last remaining blue. It's happening, I know, right? This never happens, right? Bing bong! How about Primeval Titan numero dos? Let's get 1 Slayer Stronghold. I lied, we do get to attack with 3 gigantic creatures here. And let's get Telarius for the lols. We are cracking all these clues. I don't care how much time it takes. We are cracking every single clue on the battlefield, okay? I don't want to hear any lip about it. In the chat, if you're a complainer, I don't want to hear it. It's happening, okay? It's just happening, and you can't do anything about it. If you have a problem with that, then just leave. This is not the channel for you. All right, but before then, we got to get some untaps here, just so we have all of our mana here. Oh, it gets a plus counter from the Lit Jar. That's pretty cool. Let's just haste everything. Let's just haste it all. I'm gonna haste this, I'm gonna haste that. Oh, no, they didn't let us crack our clues. Man, rude. Rude, rude, rude. I kind of hate that we're just gonna go straight to defaulting to Titan and Colossus because there just isn't really a better option, but this is kind of what we have, so we'll submit. The truth is, just these cards are just actively not good against our opponent, and if we pack for Hornet Queen for the laws, we will just untap and lose. And I don't mind losing, but I don't want to actively sabotage myself, so we'll keep this, by the way. Turn 3, triple Amulet, turn kind of deal. I would like to arrange my hand. It's just like, I have this problem all the time. It doesn't let me properly arrange the card, and it's quite annoying. So we can go turn 2, second Amulet, bounce land, transmute for Summoner's Pact, which will be the play, I think. See if they have the Haywire Might. Want things to go too haywire, if we can avoid it. Well, chat, what do you think? Was this a good deck choice for today? Gingerbread Cabin. Don't Haywire Might. Don't Haywire Might. Okay, just loan it. Yep, that's fine. Whatever this card does. I actually don't know what it does, and I don't think I'm going to read either, so sue me. All right, let's get a Summoner's Pact, and then next turn we can go for a massive Colossus. Colossus time, everybody. Oh, wait, we don't have enough mana for Colossus next turn, so I guess we're just going for a boring Primeval Titan. Yeah, we have to leave the bounce land in hand here, so. Boring Primeval Titan win. Nobody enjoys it. I'm just kidding. We all enjoy the heck out of that. Oh, we can even kill them with Lit Jara. We can do the double Titan. I was like, thinking in my head, in the back of my head, I was like, dang, it's a shame we don't have a second Titan to kill them with double Amulet, but we actually just get to kill them with Lit Jara, so we're chill. We're chill. Just you don't ever interact here. Oh man, they're holding up Force of Vigor or something. My spidey senses are going insane. Well, whatever. If you got it, you got it. I'm losing to Summoner's Pact, and I don't give a single care. This is your moment. Do your worst. Let's see it. If they had a quarter force, they already should have done it by the... So what you're saying is you might not have it. What you're saying is this could be GG? Are we going to win a match? Is that what you're saying? Am I hearing this right? Oh, I don't want to get too hopeful. Can't get too hopeful. Don't get careless. I still have to prepare myself for the worst. You know what my opponent's not prepared for, though? Is one Lit Jara Mira, like, copying Primeval Titan for the second time this league. For the absolute second time. You heard it here. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Dude, you lit jar Mirror Lake enjoyers. You're feasting today. This is just the absolute best case scenario for lit Jara enjoyers. No, absolutely not. Is this a sorcery speed thing? Oh yeah, so I mean it's fine. We can just pick up a land. I just didn't know there was a sorcery. Why does it have to be a sorcery? Why can't it be an instant? It's 5 mana for Christ's sake. Just let it be an instant. I'm not. If you're wondering, opponent, I am not picking up lit Jara Mirror Lake. That's not what's happening here. Just so you know, that's not the case. Imagine if I accidentally click lit Jara and lost. Hey, we got a successful second lit Jara combo. Let's go. Let's freaking go. I don't know. Maybe we should be playing lit Jara over Sunhome. Who can say? Could be done. All right. You know, this part we've all seen before. We'll just do the double haste, you know, kill them. Well, we can't kill them. Oh wait, we can't kill them because we have double Titan. Assuming that both get to attack, which may not be a good assumption, but they're going to combat. Let me tell you. Straight to combat. Got a couple of big beefy boys coming through. I think we got there. I don't want to celebrate too early, but I think we actually got this. Valakut Selesnya, one of my favorite combinations to pick. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. We will get Tolaria West and Sunhome and see if our opponent disappears from the game. We got Hopes and Dreams. I just have to not use the wrong mana. That is, I could lose to myself here. I'm very, very cognizant of that. Let's not lose to the self. Losing to the self is not good. Your go? F6? Lit Jar kill? Uh-oh. Cracking Windswept Teeth. We're not dead to pack. Collected Company. Okay. I guess there's 2 cards they can hit that let them combo. Like, if they company into perfects here, then maybe they're not dead. Double Manufactor. That kind of goes insane. With the Lonits, right? They could be doing stuff. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh, so that... Oh. Okay. I see what you're saying, opponent. Go on. Please go on. That kind of counts as perfects, right? Let's see if they have the cards to back it up. I don't think cracking a couple foods here lets them win. What does this do? They are sacking clues to try to put something into play, I guess. See if they have another combo piece. Ah! Yo! We won a match. Let's go. Lit Jara. Just destroying. Last match time. Last match. Maybe we can go 2 and 3 with this pile. The jacket's coming off. It's getting serious. We gotta focus up for this last match. This is a 2 and 3. You know what that means, right? We need this. Send your energy. If you're not following right now, make that follow happen. We need everything we can get. Fresh Kale. My worst enemy. My worst enemy since I was very young. I've never liked Kale. Turn 5 Timeless Lotus. Not really the fastest thing in the world. I am a sucker for turn 2 Explore, though. It's also not the fastest thing in the world, but I love it. See, I'm clicking Explore, and it drags Summoner's Pack. Why does it do that? It's so annoying. So just turn 1 Valakut, turn 2 Explore, turn 3 question marks Profit. I don't know. Thank you for sending the energy, Rua. We appreciate it. We'll keep, I guess. What can I say? I just like Explore a little too much. Valakut to go with a potential Dryad down the line, I kind of like. It's either Tolaria West or Crumbling. I think probably Tolaria West, since we'll need another blue source to transmute it anyways. Crumbling as an untapped source seems potentially useful, so. Alright, Valakut go. We can also save the Boseiju if need be for use against a Hammer Time opponent if we're playing against Hammer Time. Scalding Tarn. Interesting. Maybe it's Burn? No, Steamvents. It's a control deck. And it's Ragavan. It's Ragavan. It's classic lose on turn 1. I don't know, maybe we'll get there. Not give up hope. Amulet's a great start. Amulet into Explorer. I like that. I do like that. Rewarded for keeping Crumbling Vestige. By the way, I can work with this. Explorer. Basic Force, but now we don't have to play out the Boseiju. Next turn we could pack for Elder Gargaroth and put it into play. We could do that. It would be an option. Dude, Ragavan just giving them free mana. Thank you for getting rid of Cultivator Colossus. I actually don't want this card in my deck. Like, ever. Not just now, or not just in this league or in this moment. Just like ever. Just like, I don't need it. It can just be in exile, that's fine. Alright, we got the fetch. Let's see what they have on 3 mana. They have Mainboard Blood Moon. Grinding Station. That is so much better news than like a Murktide Regent kind of play. We can beat Grinding Station. It might require a Primeval Titan though, to be honest. So we could pack for Gargaroth and play it. If they like Grinding Station sack itself, mill some stuff, and then just Unholy Heat our thing, it's like goes really bad for us. If we just go land Titan next turn, there's not really a whole lot of ways that goes wrong. We can also hold up Boseiju for their Breach, so we're going to play out a bounce land here. I guess we're playing out Simic, so we can transmute easier down the line. Pick up the Crumbling Vestige. Swing it back. We can Vestige next turn, pack for Titan, get it into play. We'll take another Ragavan hit. Sorry for all the sniffing, by the way. I am still recovering from a cold that I just got like last week. It's been almost over a week. Something I got from my family back home on a break, so. Ragavan doing the thing. Are they a Sky Shroud Ranger? Curious one. I wonder if they even notice it. Iteration. So they can conjure at instant speed Delirium potentially with the grinding station. So we might need to be thinking about Unholy Heat here. And they might just get Delirium. They probably have Delirium now. Yeah, they have a Delirium. So Unholy Heat would put a damper on our plans, but... Or they could just tap out. That's fine too, I guess. They're just going for it now, huh? I'm glad we kept this Boseiju safe and sound this whole time. Goodbye, Underworld Breach. It was cool to see, but you're gone. You're done. It's over for you. Hope we didn't need that Breach opponent. Are they representing Unholy Heat here? They're thinking about it, which makes me think they might not have it. That or they're salting off at the fact that we just naturally had the Boseiju and they never saw it because we never played it, which I can understand. I mean, the truth is I'm playing 3 Boseijus main, and a lot of lists are playing a decent amount of Boseijus, so it's not unlikely for us to have it necessarily, but it is a little unlucky for them. They got a tapped Sacred Foundry. Oh, they can make red with the Ragavan on the Mox Amber. They can tap for red thanks to the fact that this legendary creature is red. Ah, yes, synergy with Ragavan. That's what the card Ragavan needed to be good. It's actually a good thing that Ragavan has synergy with other cards because it's not powerful enough just as a 1 mana 2/1 that can win the game and has only upside. Okay, so we don't have enough mana to play Dryad because that would put us down to 5. So we're just going to go Crumbling Vestige. We're going to pack for Titan and put it into the battlefield, onto the battlefield, into play. Let's make it green. I like to pronounce things in funny ways because it's funny to me. I guess let's not tap all of our mana before we are casting Summoner's Pact here. It's the proper way to do things. It's the proper way. And this is a life or death situation. If they have an Underworld Breach, then we will just die to it. So we need to do something now, and that something is 1/6/6 hasty trampling monstrosity of a creature. And we have Valakut in play, so like we can just go Boros Slayers and then set up like Valakut or set up another Boseiju so we can't die. Oh wait, we might have lethal here post-combat if we get Bounce Land Valakut. I'll have to think about it. Start here, pick up the Crumbling. They take 8 down to 8, and then we go Valakut, Bounce Land, they're milling cards, okay. Oh, they do have I forgot they have the potential Unholy Heat, that's fine. Yeah, I did forget that. That's okay, next turn we can, if they don't kill us, next turn we can just, pay for our pact, play Bounce Land Dryad, Bounce Land kill, like, Imri or something. I hope they can't kill us from there either. They hit our Grazer. Actually, Grazer would have been actively great there, just to let us kill both creatures in play. Expressive Iteration. That's a really good catch me up card. Second iteration is not good news for us. The One Ring. I'm kind of surprised to see this one from them. They're bringing back something. Mox Amber. Makes sense. I kind of forgot they had Unholy Heat up there. I'm not going to lie. I don't think our play would have been any different, even if I had been thinking about it, but it's worth noting. They have the Breach, too? No, they're just playing the Ring. They're playing the Ring. Well, we'll kill both of their creatures with Dryad if we can. Or at least one of them. The Imri, for sure. This can't stay in play. Cannot be allowed. It was not going to be so easy, was it? All right, let's just let these go. Map. It's an interesting one. Now we can map for a second Valakut. Like, we go Vestige. We'll be one short of mapping. It will let us get Tolari West in the future, though. Let's go Crumbling Vestige. We can haste our Dryad here as well, for whatever that's worth. Go green and untap. Play Dryad. Play Bounce Land. Send a trigger at Imri. Goodbye, Imri. So if we play map, we can crack it, but we don't have enough mana to Boseiju as well. So we can play map and haste Dryad, and then just, again, hope and pray they don't have another Breach. Keep the World Turf in hand, I guess. They get to trigger Grinding Station from our map entering. That's cool. Take 4. Oh, wait, that's right. They can't take 4 because of the One Ring. I'm losing it. It's 5th match of vibes, I wonder if they have Pithing Needle to punish us playing the map out. Could have been something to think about. What'd they get? I don't know what they just did. What'd they put into play? Springleaf Drum? Okay, another Saga. Oh, with the bouncing, we should have picked up the Vestige, so we would have double blue even if our Dryad dies. Now if they Unholy Heat the Dryad, we'll need to top deck something, which wasn't a necessary risk to take. We're also supposed to not block Ragavan for the reason that we need this Dryad for the double blue. And if we block, then they could kill our Ragavan with a bolt. They didn't even attack, though, which is A-okay with me, I guess. Let's transmute, I suppose. I don't know what we can pack for, because we have already used our one Titan, but we will transmute regardless. Probably Azusa, or we could... What could we do? We could pack for Rurik Thar. I don't think they can win through a Rurik Thar, although they have Saga Constructs that are going to be pretty big, and they can gain life from the Shadow Spear, so... Could be packed for Colossus and just hope to spike a bunch of lands off the top. We even get to pack for a Bounce Land, potentially, or a Vesuva. Not packed, map for a Vesuva. So if we go... We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 exactly. We've played no land drops. So we can go land, crack map for Vesuva, and then Colossus. I think that's the idea. We can pack now. If they were going to kill Dryad, they would have already done it, so Spell Pierce. Does that change anything? See, we pay the 2, we go land, 7 Colossus with just the 1 land, and just see where it gets us. It'll still let us crack map. We can go Vesuva land for 12, and it's almost lethal, but not quite. No, it is lethal with a 1 ring damage. So we can still pay this. So pay with the red-white mana, just so we have all of the green mana we can possibly desire for Cultivator Colossus. See if they have another Spell Pierce to go. They don't. Where's Colossus? Where's Colossus? You're not here, Cultivator Colossus. Did it get exiled with Ragavan? Oh, that's right. I made the joke about how I didn't need it in the beginning of the game. Okay, so we could do Azusa. Azusa, perhaps, is the play. Beanstalk Worm. What plays around... Okay, so Azusa does not play around Bolt. Nothing plays around Unholy Heat, which they would have already used if they had it. So if we get Grazer, we go Bounce Land, Crack Map for Vesuva. Play Vesuva, that's 2 triggers. Play Gruul Turf, and that's lethal. I think we go for Grazer here. Although, we actually don't need... Let's see, if we go Azusa, we go Bounce Land, pay through... just float 5 mana, crack map for Vesuva, play Azusa Vesuva. We actually don't need the Azusa in play to win. So we can go for Azusa here safely. So we map... Hold on, if we map first, we can go Valakut into Bounce Land and get another trigger that way, I'm pretty sure. We map here. Vesuva. See, have I played a land this turn? Because if I already played a land, it would be a pretty big punt. Now we discarded we transmuted Tolaria West and have done nothing else. So we can play 1 land here before doing anything else. They don't have protection, so we're good to just shoot everything at them and hope they're dead. We'll go oh wait, we need always yes, always yield. There we go. Gruul Turf. I think they're dead. Because they can't respond to the... Like, we play Azusa and we get priority immediately to just play land. So, Azusa. Lethal. What do you have to say about that, opponent? Yes, we got it. All right, game 2. Run like this. Last match, maybe. If we win this match, last match. Ooh, interesting hand, too. We can map for T-West for our leisure here. Definitely keep this. See if our opponent has the sideboard wear and tears that we so despise. One drop off the top to block this Ragavan would be great. Or Dismember. We have many of them. Explorer is not one of those. Well, I'm playing around nothing and playing into everything by playing Saga Amulet here because that is how I roll. All right, opponent, do your worst. I'm ready for it. It's good to see you back. Don't worry about the stuff that you missed because I will be posting a YouTube video of this entire league anyways, so. Turn 2 Emery's pretty good. Prismatic Ending and Thoracle hit the graveyard, huh? Fascinating. All right, so now we go Explore. I mean, we could go Amulet Bounce Land into Explore, or we could just go Boseiju Explore. If we go Amulet and Bounce Land into Explore, then we can play Map, but we wouldn't be able to hold up Boseiju, whereas if we go Boseiju, Bounce Land, we can hold up Boseiju. If they have land, they could go like Breach and Grinding Station and potentially start comboing here. So we probably need to hold up Boseiju, I think. Probably not picking up Saga, I don't think. Yeah, I think it's going to be the line that lets us have Boseiju up. Don't Spell Pierce me. Thank you. Cultivator Colossus is fine here. We needed a threat, and that is a threat, so I'll take it. No complaints. We'll play the Sanctuary so we can have double blue with Simic Growth Chamber once we get our second Amulet into play, hopefully. And now we are going to pick up Boseiju and pass the turn. Don't need to play anything here. Play around our opponent to winning the game. I don't like it when my opponent wins and they don't have to. I have tried 4 Castle Garenbrig, 4 Sunken Citadel, by the way, actually. I played it on the YouTube channel. You should go check it out if you haven't already. I'm not opposed to playing it again, though. I thought it felt like it had promise. I also think that you're supposed to be playing 4 Tolaria West in that deck because it works so well with the Citadels. It felt pretty good. I think that it was not terrible. It actually was not terrible. I think I was playing a list without Dryad because I was playing something inspired by a build that Donkin made, and definitely playing no Dryads is wrong. Like, you should be playing 4 Dryads, just period. But it actually did not feel bad at all. And honestly, having all the Tolaria West in the world felt really, really good. So they might be going for the combo, it looks like. If they can Emery in a 0 and play a Breach, then they do have the setup here. Like, they could... Okay, they have a land too. They hit the Mox Amber, so they might just go for it. They're going for it. Well, we have the Boseiju here. This is why we kept the Boseiju. This is the reason. Yep, dude, it fixes for blue whenever you need it. You can make Boseiju happen on just 1 mana. Our opponent is about to get Boseiju out of the game. I mean, I'm gonna love every minute of it. They can't even Spell Pierce this. They need Stifle, which is not a modern legal card. Yeah, no need to use the treasure here in case we have something. Although they can Prismatic Ending off white or Amulet as the first thing they do, perhaps. I don't know how that interacts with their combo, but if they have exactly double Breach here, then I guess we get got. But, I mean, there's not much we can do about that. So, and we just get to Colossus them next turn, so Goodbye, Underworld Breach. Dude, I'm so glad we held up this Beseiju, because you always have to think about the worst case scenario when you're playing a deck like this where you can win in one turn. You just have to survive to that turn. And so if I had played out Amulet and Expedition map there, we would have just lost the game. But now, if they don't have, and they got this tap, so if they don't have the second breach, which it looks like they don't, we get to untap and win. Whereas we would have just lost here if we got greedy. Very important to play around thing. Tireless Tracker is kind of hilarious, but I mean, we'll probably get to use it, but, you know, get an Amulet. Okay, now speaking of playing around things, we could be playing around Spell Pierced here. If we play Amulet and it gets Spell Pierced and we pay, then we play Bounce Land, it's only 6 mana, so we don't get to Colossus. Whereas if we just go land Colossus, the worst they can have is Dress Down, and that's not super common card, but they might have Spell Pierce. So playing Amulet here would probably be a mistake, I think. So I'm going to not play the Amulet. We already have all the mana we need pretty much. I'm just going to go straight for the Bounce Land into Colossus. Again, keeping Simic in hand so we can transmute if we do set up a nice little Telaria West action. They could have Dress Down, which would suck. They don't have it, so we're good. We're in the clear. And we didn't get got by Spell Pierce, because we're playing around that too. Just play around everything. And we Summoner's Pact, so now we win the game. And TUF. We definitely win the game. All right, we're done. We can, we might be able to afford to Lit Jara here as well, if we have the mana. Even though we would be playing into Unholy Heat, we might have backup Titan, so I'll have to check the mana. But if we have enough mana to transmute and Lit Jara and all that, I will do it. All right, so let's float some mana here. All right, so we're probably going to pack for Titan and cast it, which means we probably just want to float with the TOS and put it in hand. So we have 6 floating. So we can copy the Amulet. So if we copy Amulet, we'll have 4, 5, 6. We pack for Titan. If we copy Amulet, then we get got by Spell Pierce, I think. 4, 5, 6, 7. We can't pay for Spell Pierce again. So if we pack for Titan now, play Titan, it enters the battlefield, trigger on the stack, then we copy. We can get double Bounce Land. We get like a ton of mana. That's probably the correct way to go about Pact here. Or Bounce Land, Lit Jara, depending on our mana situation. Ha! See? I played around this. They actually had the Spell Pierce the whole time. See? See? It matters. We played around them having lethal, and then we played around the Spell Pierce, and now we're gonna win because of it. Oh, it feels so good. So freaking good to be validated like this. Alright, now the Titan's on the stack. We can afford to copy. Let's see, if they have exactly... I don't think there's a 1 mana card at instant speed that kills Amulet, so I think we're safe to copy here. Their last card could be exactly Unholy Heat, and I don't know how best to play around that, because Lit Jara plus Bounce Land only gives us enough mana to transmute to us, but it would leave us not attacked. They would have to top deck exactly Underworld Breach to kill us. Exactly Breach, which I think I can live with. Is Lit Jara really that good here, though? If we go Bounce Land, Lit Jara, we could copy Colossus, perhaps? Copy Colossus, and the next turn, if they miss, when we attack with Titan, we can set up a second Beseiju so they can't possibly win. I think that's fine. Copy Colossus, then we get to transmute Bounce Land and any land... Oh, hold on, yeah. Copy Colossus, we do get to... Wait, we can't pack for a second Titan because we don't have a second Titan. Oh, Crush. Yeah, they don't have Crush. There's no way they're playing that card. If we double haste and double strike, then they're just dead. So we can force them to have exactly Unholy Heat. I mean, we're losing to Unholy Heat either way, so I think we might as well copy the Titan here. We're not losing Unholy Heat, but like we get disrupted by Unholy Heat, so we're going for the 3rd Lit Jara of the league. If we had a second Titan, we could afford to copy Cultivator Colossus here, and I would love to be able to do that, but that's not the case. I guess we could have left the Growth Chamber untapped so we could tap it for a color, because like we're probably about to pack for Dryad. Our opponent's reading Lit Jara Mirror Lake, probably. Oh yes, that is a Lit Jara Mirror Lake opponent. Maybe the safest thing to do would have just been to get Bog and something else and like just been fine with whatever happens. It's a good one. It was fun. Hey, if that's something that people want to see, I would be happy to play with Citadel again in the future. All right, let's... oh, wait, hold on. If we transmute for Dryad and play Dryad, we have 5 mana. 5 mana when we transmute. We play Dryad down to 2 mana. We play Bounce Land, and we can still Mirror Lake. And we can pay for another Spell Pierce if they have it as well. Oh, wait, hold on. We need... Yeah, we can still pay through Spell Pierce as well. So, this should be fine. Castle Garenbrig is amazing, dude. It's one of my favorite lands in Amulet. I really, really, really miss Castle Garenbrig. I think it's so good. I just wish it didn't get pushed out of the deck, you know? I think it's secretly very powerful. Honestly, Castle Garenbrig is the whole reason why I invented Mono Green Valakut. Opponent is seeing, they're like, does Spell Pierce do anything here? I mean, technically, even if we didn't have lethal through Spell Pierce, we could still Lit Jara our Titan, even if they Spell Pierced right now. So, 2 Amulets in hand, no need to play them, you know. I'm gonna go check this deck list real quick. Why is our opponent tanking? Oh, is this the list with the, where are they? Where are they? I need to see them. 4 Castle Garenbrigs, I see that. I don't see the other one. Citadels. Where's Sunken Citadel? You lied. It's not here. Turn Timber. I'll look at this more in a second. So we got to do things. So we're getting pack for Dryad, play Dryad. They Spell Pierce this. We play Dryad, Simic, and still copy anyways. So Spell Pierce doesn't get us. Here's Dryad. Leave double blue. Oh, actually, we should have left. It doesn't matter. All right. We could play another amulet here, but it's just not necessary, so I'm not going to go for that. All right, we got this. It's over. We are going to make a copy of our Titan friend here. Second time. Oh, wait, did I lose to double Summoner's Pact because I wasn't thinking about it? I think I just lost to my pack. I didn't realize packing for second Dryad made us lose the pack. Huh. Well, maybe our opponent doesn't realize. We'll play Tireless Tracker and pass it back. Pretend like everything's normal and fine. I didn't think about that. There was a way to lose. I'm talking about playing around everything, and here I am playing into the only thing that we actually legitimately lose to. Ugh, gross. Oh, would they have drawn the, did they draw the Breach too? If they drew the Breach, then I don't feel too bad about it, because they would have won anyways. No Sagas, it's ancient. See, Tribalders in there. Turn Timber. Love me some Turn Timber. Sure isn't too far from what's being played today. 3 Hydro Cases is a shout out to the past. Altered Ego. I've never tried Altered Ego, but I definitely had it suggested. I'm wondering if our opponent thinks that we are not dead. Maybe they don't realize that we cast double pack. Like, maybe they're trying to go for it. If they concede here, I'll feel vindicated for not conceding myself, even though I know I'm dead. Bringing back Bobble. They probably know that we're dead, but they're just doing the things that they're supposed to do in case I somehow have some instant speed way to not be dead. Which is fair, because they're going for Bobble, so it's not like they're digging too hard for anything. Yep, and now we lose to double pack. Oh, I lost myself there. That was the only way to lose there. Sad. Okay, we'll try Emrakul. It could be wrong. Emrakul allows us to potentially mess with their combo turns, so... of course, we draw the Emrakul right off. Fine. Well, I mean, we're going to keep this, I guess. We can draw a threat and get there pretty easily. Let's hope they don't have Wear Tear for our Saga. That's the only thing I'm really concerned about. We can upkeep Flash in the Saga with our Scout, by the way, and not be missing the counter on it, as if it would be as if we had played it turn 1. They mulled 5, by the way. We can either Grazer in the Saga or Scout. I think I am more inclined to play Scout here because Grazer is plus mana with Amulet down the line. I guess this punishes us if they, like, kill our Scout on turn 1 instead of, like, playing a Ragavan or something, but like, if they just heat our Scout, then we are 1 turn delayed on Saga. They do have the heat. Maybe it's not the worst, though. Alright, we'll play Saga, and I guess now we just Grazer, put in Growth Chamber so we can hold up Boseiju in the near future, make our way towards transmuting TUS. Ragavan was never connecting if that was what our opponent was hoping. Another bounce land is not bad. This lets us transmute TUS and still have bounce land backup, so I'll take it. Play tap TUS and pass. Steve with Citadel. I don't know that I see the connection exactly. How does Steve interact favorably with Citadel? Just because it's like gets a forest for Garenbrig, I guess. We'll make our token here for Ragavan insurance. It's our Ragavan insurance policy. All right, so let's draw. So I guess we're gonna do this and then immediately play a bounce land so we can hold up the Boseiju. I mean, we're not in super imminent danger of losing to them comboing, but still. We'll play Vesuva here. Since we're going to pick up our TUS, we want to be able to transmute TUS next turn, potentially, so... And now we can clock for 3, I suppose, if we want. If they have exactly Dress Down plus Unholy Heat, or, like, plus Bolt, and then untap and a dash Ragavan to punish us for attacking, that's fine, but pass to them. Steve gives you Force for Garenbrig on 3, assuming you have the nut. Couldn't you just use Explore for that, though? You could Explore and even just play the Garenbrig on turn 2, right? I guess Steve guarantees you have a force specifically in case you like don't have the untapped sources to go Explore on turn 2 into having untapped sources or whatever on turn 3 for Garenbrig. I don't know, there's lines. You Explore. No. We don't say slander about Explore in my chat. No. I don't want to hear that. Explore is amazing. I don't care what anyone says. Explore is a beautiful card. 1 ring. Okay, that's fine. Literally tried Explore again. Yeah, and it was probably pretty fantastic. Got shot by... Oh, that does suck. But honestly, that's not an Explore problem. That's a Bowmaster's problem. Also, getting shot like a single time by Bowmasters really is not the worst thing. Famous last words. And now if we want to transmute, we can't hold up Boseiju. Can we take the turn off? Can we afford to? They don't have any setup. They would have to have Grinding Station, Mox Amber, and Imri and land, I think. No, they could. They'd have to have exactly Grinding Station, Mox Amber, Imri, Breach, and land in order to do all the things here. They do get to draw 2 with rings. They'll have 6 cards. They could have those 5 out of 6, but if they don't, I'm pretty okay with it. So I think I'm just gonna use this turn to transmute, and I guess we have to play Boseiju out. Yeah, and then we can even like pack for endurance and instant speed if we need to. Do we want to put them to 6? It's really good with Valcut, I guess. I don't care about their stupid construct attacking, so we'll just swing. Putting them to 6 is... Oh, wait. Ring, dude. Sometimes that just slips my mind. It's usually ring's not super important, so... Mox Amber. If they have the perfects here, then, I mean, that's good for them, I guess. See, Emrakul currently costs like 11, I think. No. 10. We have Enchantment, Source... Enchantment, Land, Creature... We could instant to make it more than that, or we could play land pack for Titan, although if we do that, we just lose to the combo again. Probably not the move. We'll just play it patient here, not attacking now. We're slowly working our way towards Emrakul. Maybe it was not correct to bring in Emrakul in this matchup. Yeah, there's a lot of lines that Sunken Citadel plus Garenbrig actually enables towards Titan. You can play turn 1 Citadel, turn 2 Amulet, Garenbrig, turn 3 Bounce Land, and that does it. Like, turn 1 or turn 2 Amulet with Citadel and Garenbrig almost always leads to a turn 3 Titan, which is one of the cool things about it. With One Ring, they might pretty easily be able to get out of whatever we can manage here, so... Dude, if we take their turn with Emrakul, they get double hit by the One Ring. I just realized that. If we can manage to put Emrakul into play, they just lose to One Ring, assuming they don't draw another ring. Board out the Citadels to the Garenbrigs. I don't think I could ever see myself doing that because they're just so good against all the hate. Like, people are bringing in destruction for your Amulet of Vigors, like forces, and, you know, they have their prismatic endings, they have their leyline bindings, but you know what doesn't care about any of that? Freaking Castle Garenbrig and Sunken Citadel. Alright, what do we need here? What do we need? Rurik Thar. That's a card that can happen. Can they win through Rurik Thar? Like, if we just Rurik Thar next turn, then they just die, right? 7. So we have creature, enchantment, land, instant would make it cost 9. Well, like, we're not even close. We're not even close. I guess we're just going Sunhome Path. We could also use this turn to, like, Colossus if they don't have Spell Pierce, which they almost certainly have Spell Pierce. I guess we play Sunhome and hold up Endurance and Boseiju through Spell Pierce. I mean, they're going to die in 2 turns with their ring, so... Yeah, they could cast a new ring, but they have to actually cast it. They have to draw it, and they have to cast it. And they only play, like, 2 rings, I think, in the deck. 2 or 3. They don't play the full 4, I don't think. Could be wrong on that. Although they can maybe rebuy one from the graveyard with Imri. Unless our Endurance has something to say about it. Times have changed, huh? Well, they're down to 3. They gotta win, like, this turn. With 10 cards, they might be able to do that, because they have a lot of mana here. We might be trying to just win from their One Ring. They have a Breach. All right, we'll let that happen. And we're probably supposed to just Boseiju this as soon as they cast something. Well, that's a weird play. Yeah, I'll Boseiju this. If they have another Breach, then we can respond by packing for Endurance and casting it. And then just hope they can't combo us from there. There's another Breach. So I guess we Endurance now. They could have, like, 3rd Breach, I guess. No, 4th Breach. Or double Spell Pierce. We can play around double Spell Pierce by pitching the Rurik Thar. I mean, yeah, they can cast Ring. That's fine, I guess. And get the Endurance. They didn't Spell Pierce. I guess we're supposed to hard cast Endurance, so they're forced to do some chump blocking. This one's not feeling like it's super winnable, I'm not gonna lie. Oh wait, we can't force them to chump block if they have another ring here, Emery. So it looks like they have to go for the combo here. They found a grinding station. They need the Mox Amber though, so I think we're just dead. Man, we were very, very close, because they just mill until they hit the Thassa's Oracle, and they cast the Oracle and we die. Maybe I should have waited on the Endurance until they cast the Thassa's Oracle. Maybe that was the punt, doing that. It's not a play I've ever tried to make before, but I don't know. Like, they wouldn't have lost immediately. Yeah, then we get to, like, Emrakul them or something, or cast Rurik Thar so they can't cast another non-creature spell, and they probably can't. They maybe can't win, probably can't win, I don't know. At least I'm learning something here. They have the Thoracle. Okay, so I guess we're just dead. Dang it. Okay, well, we ended up 1-4 after all was said and done. But, you know, honestly, I wasn't expecting much better. The whole point of this league was to experiment with some old cards, oldies but goodies, and have a lot of fun. And boy, oh boy, were we successful at that. And if you agree, then I need you to like and subscribe to the channel and comment down below if you want to see something that I haven't played on the channel before. Maybe if you want to see, like Bash was saying, the Garenbrig and Sunken Citadel deck again, but this time with improvements, or if you want to see something else entirely, whatever it is, drop it in the comments below, or just comment saying hi because it helps out the video. And if you're not following me on Twitch, then you should as well, because sometimes I go live, and when I go live, it's always a good freaking time. So I don't really have much else to say. So I guess that's it for the YouTube video. I'll see you guys in the next one. It's a Red Face Menace, signing off.